Do you know that approximately 62 million tons of coconuts are harvested annually, enough to fill New York? Coconuts are rich in nutrients. Therefore, a human might survive for weeks on a deserted island on only coconuts. Thus, this simple fruit is called the tropical living treasure. Each coconut is hand-picked from towering treetops in sun-drenched rural towns, put onto riverbank boats, and transported downstream to the factory. There, modern machinery and human craftsmanship tame these stubborn fruits and turn them into a wide range of essential products, from refreshing drinks and skincare to eco-friendly biomaterials, making the coconut a natural ATM that adds value to daily life. Join us as we explore how these humble coconuts have spread to kitchens, toilets, and businesses worldwide. Picture standing among thousands of coconut palms swaying in the wind, with green coconuts hanging like tropical diamonds. Indonesia, the coconut kingdom, produces 30% of the world's supply and is the silent center of a $20 billion business. The coconut mania is gradually spreading in the U.S., which imports over $500 million in coconuts. This simple fruit symbolizes healthy living in detox drinks, skincare oils, and biodegradable packaging. Though rustic, don't be fooled. Coconuts replenish electrolytes, supply healthy fats, and boost immunity naturally and sustainably. Unlike mangoes, a vitamin-rich fruit noted for its sweetness, coconuts aren't innocuous. Despite their tropical charm, coconut falls injure 150 people annually, more than shark attacks and lightning strikes combined. In early April, when the dry season arrives with its golden glow, coconut plantations across Indonesia come alive, marking the busiest harvest of the year. Coconuts grow in large bunches on 20 to 25 meters trees, making them difficult to collect. Harvesters traditionally climb trees bare-handed to cut clusters directly. This strategy is very hazardous for large farms. Many coconut plantations utilize long poles with blades to cut coconuts to decrease climbing risks. Many clusters fall easily from such heights, cracking the fruits upon impact, wasting and reducing quality. Smart farmers have developed a way to reduce harvest losses and maintain safety. They dig shallow irrigation canals between rows of coconut trees so that when the heavy clusters are removed, the coconuts land gently in the water below. Water absorbs impact from several meters, acting as a natural cushion. A 50-meter-long tube can safely catch 2,000 coconuts per day, reducing cracking rates, which historically reduced product value by 30% during harvest seasons. Farmers collect the coconuts and bind them in long rows with strong ropes. They float like buoys in a row. This technology moves hundreds of coconuts without boats, saving harvest time and effort. Coconuts are placed onto specialized trucks, utilizing manual labor and inclined conveyor belts after collection. Farmers may utilize pulleys or hydraulic lifts to speed up loading, depending on the terrain. To reduce impact during long-distance shipping, coconuts are layered horizontally and held with straps or mesh netting. The caravan then drives over rocky, red dirt roads, through rustling coconut plantations, and across vast rivers to modern processing facilities, where each coconut is transformed. Modern processing begins when fresh coconut trucks arrive at the receiving area. The automatic dehusking zone uses high-speed rotary machines with stainless steel alloy blades to dehusk coconuts. The spinning shafts may achieve 1,200 revolutions per minute, dehusking hundreds of coconuts every hour with precision. A competent worker delicately rotates each immaculate white coconut. A sharp razor carves the surface like a tropical diamond, molding it for the road ahead. Each coconut must first travel through the washing chamber. After harvesting and peeling, high-pressure jets blast away any leftover dirt, fibers, or debris. The continuous closed-loop conveyor belt can clean 2,000 coconuts per hour. Next, sterile gloved personnel meticulously install plastic caps on each coconut. Coconuts feature a flat base and a pointy tip that was originally linked to the stem while hanging from the tree. Only the flat end is solid enough for drilling and capping, ensuring a tight seal during shipping and storage. Up to 20% of coconuts were cracked during shipment before heat shrink technology. A hot steam chamber shrinks the nylon coating around each coconut like armor. Strong, attractive, and almost no product loss. At the end of the line, a straw-sized hole is drilled into the top. For optimal hygiene and user convenience, a sterile plastic cover is immediately sealed over the aperture. Open the top to taste the tropical flavor. Each finished coconut is precisely packaged into shock-absorbing cartons, sealed, labeled, and stored in cold. From there, tropical coolness is ready to travel to supermarkets, cafes, and millions of homes worldwide. Coconut water, with its gentle sweetness and pleasant taste, is a tropical staple, but it only lasts 1 to 2 days at room temperature. This led to packaged coconut water. Convenient, durable, and ready for modern distribution. The packaged form uses mature, dry coconuts, which concentrate the sweetness. Fresh coconut water originates from young coconuts. A pointed drill pierces the hard shell of each coconut in an automated drilling system at the factory to remove the water. To retain flavor and nutrients, the liquid is instantly moved to massive cooling tanks at 4 degrees Celsius. All residues, oils, and tiny particles are removed via a multi-layer filtering system. Coconut water is promptly disinfected and cooled to retain its fresh taste after purification. It then flows onto a high-speed filling line and is poured into pre-sterilized multi-layer cartons to block light, air, and bacteria. Coconut water is bottled in PET plastic for flexibility. Storable and portable, ideal for supermarket shelves and on-the-go use. But the coconut story continues. The water is bottled as a delicious drink, but the rich white flesh travels into natural health and attractiveness. Each coconut's coarse, fibrous husk is removed to reveal the hard brown shell, known as the stone of the coconut, due to its rock-like toughness and unexpected impact resistance. This shell is sliced or ground down using automated blades or high-speed rotating machines to reveal the thick, creamy, and fragrant white meat. After removing the hard brown shell, the coconut meat is diced and rinsed in a high-pressure water system to remove any dirt, fibers, or debris. Though basic, its pure white meat is plenty of nutrients. It includes over 60% natural oil, including uncommon plant-based fat lauric acid, which is antibacterial, hydrating, and antioxidant. After cleaning, the coconut meat is coarsely crushed and pressed by cold press or mechanical extraction. This method preserves oil aroma, nutrients, and purity. Clear, faintly scented virgin coconut oil is flexible. Lip balm, hair conditioner, skin lotion, and keto diet cooking oil can be made from it. NASA investigated coconut oil as a biofuel, but few know over 1,000 consumer goods, including toothpaste, shampoo, detergent, and dietary supplements, use this versatile oil. It shows that even leftover coconut meat, after the water is taken, has great value in the global supply chain. Few would anticipate that a coconut's gritty, unusable husk, once discarded or burned, would start an unexpected profitable trip. High-powered machines crush, press, and filter coconut coir from this tough, fibrous shell, a natural substance used in a billion-dollar global industry. At the husk processing facility, heavy-duty machines shred the tough outer layer, press, and sieve it to extract coir fiber, a natural, precious resource used in agriculture and handicrafts. After separation, the coir is dried and compressed into big bales for transport and storage. Dry coir bales are put to finish. Here, automated devices continuously separate and sort fiber strands by length. The qualifying fibers are twisted into thick, robust ropes for nautical, construction, and organic growth media applications. Beyond commercial use, coconut coir has considerable promise in traditional crafts. Softening coarse fibers into yarn-like strands for weaving, crocheting, or creative sculpting is possible with suitable treatment. Fibers are carefully rolled, packed, and sent to local workshops and industries after processing. Handbags, carpets, baskets, and unusual wall hangings are made by craftsmen. Coconut fiber puppet heads or husk miniatures with human faces are made in some places using coconut coir for hair and coconut shells for faces. This shows the boundless creativity of natural materials. Every handmade item is a piece of the extraordinary transformation from waste husk to a sustainable, artistic, and inspiring product. From my perspective, the coconut industry represents one of the most compelling examples of how a single agricultural product can be transformed into a multifaceted economic engine. What strikes me most is its remarkable balance between tradition and modernity. From age-old harvesting techniques to highly mechanized processing lines, all serving to unlock the full potential of this so-called tropical, living treasure. This not only supports millions of livelihoods, but also exemplifies how agricultural value chains can be expanded through innovation and resource optimization. However, I believe that the true strength of this industry lies not merely in the profitability of coconut-based products, but in its sustainability potential. The fact that nearly every part of the coconut, from water and meat to shell and coir, can be utilized with minimal waste, is an encouraging model for other agricultural sectors. In an era where resource efficiency and environmental responsibility are paramount, coconuts offer a blueprint for a near-zero waste production cycle. That said, I also recognize the vulnerabilities and risks embedded in this system. Heavy dependence on manual harvesting still exposes workers to significant dangers, while reliance on specific geographic regions for supply makes the market susceptible to climate change, extreme weather, and pest outbreaks. Furthermore, as global demand grows, there is a risk that overexploitation or unsustainable farming practices could erode soil fertility, reduce biodiversity, and threaten long-term viability. In my view, the future of the coconut industry should focus on three key strategies: mechanization and worker safety, wider adoption of safe, efficient harvesting tools and techniques, potentially including robotics or drones, to reduce occupational hazards, climate-resilient farming, investment in breeding drought-tolerant and pest-resistant coconut varieties, as well as promoting agroforestry systems to preserve ecosystem health. Circular economy scaling, expanding global awareness and infrastructure for processing coconut byproducts into high-value goods, turning waste streams into profit streams. Ultimately, coconuts are more than a symbol of tropical abundance. They are a case study in how human ingenuity can turn a humble fruit into a global powerhouse of nutrition, industry, and sustainable innovation. The challenge ahead is ensuring that this growth remains equitable, safe, and environmentally sound, so that the coconut story continues to inspire for generations to come.